Have you ever wondered what the very first moment of the universe looked like? Can you imagine that everything we see today was once packed into a point smaller than an atom? And more importantly, will there ever be an end to all this? Or just an eternal silence waiting for us? Our universe has a story, one that begins with light and may end in darkness. A story of birth, growth, and its own death. And we, the observers, stand right in the middle of this cosmic performance. Around 13.8 billion years ago, there was nothing. No space, no time, no matter. Then, in a fraction of a second, a silent explosion happened. What we now call the Big Bang. In less than 1 second, the universe expanded from smaller than a needle tip to billions of kilometers wide. The temperature was around a billion degrees Celsius, boiling everything that could exist. In those first moments, physics itself, time, and even light were born. 3 minutes later, the first atoms of hydrogen and helium formed. 380,000 years later, the universe became transparent for the first time, and light could travel freely. That ancient light is what we still see today, the cosmic microwave background, the echo of the Big Bang. The young universe was dark and full of gas. But in that darkness, gravity began its work. Atoms gathered, compressed, and the first stars lit up. Stars are the factories of the cosmos. Inside their cores, heavier elements were forged: carbon, oxygen, iron. The same elements that make up our bodies today. When the first generation of stars exploded, they spread their matter across space, seeding the cosmos. From that stardust, galaxies formed, planets were born, and on one of them, something called life appeared. Earth is just one of billions of planets. Yet for us, it became the center of everything. On this tiny blue dot, creatures called humans appeared, atoms that learned to wonder about themselves. Meanwhile, the universe kept expanding. In the 1920s, Edwin Hubble discovered that galaxies are moving away from each other. And today we know the expansion is not slowing down, it's speeding up. The mysterious force behind this is called dark energy. It makes up about 68% of the universe, yet we have no idea what it truly is. Depending on how it behaves, the universe could face several different futures. In the first scenario, there's the heat death. The universe expands forever. Stars die out, black holes evaporate, and only darkness and cold particles remain. In the second scenario, dark energy could change and the universe might contract again. Everything collapses inward, leading to a big crunch, an end embracing its own beginning. And maybe, like breathing, a new universe could be born from that collapse. But the third possibility is even stranger. If dark energy keeps increasing, one day comes the big rip. Gravity fails, galaxies, stars, planets, and even atoms are torn apart. To understand the future, we must look at the present. Right now, the universe expands about 74 kilometers per second per megaparsec. That means a galaxy 3 billion light years away is moving away at about 220,000 kilometers per second. And somewhere, in a small corner of the Milky Way, we're still staring at the sky. The same atoms that once burned inside dying stars are now thinking about the fate of the cosmos. If the Big Bang was the birth of the universe, then stars were its youth. And the end might simply be its old age. But this death will be quiet and cold. Not sudden, not violent. In about 100 trillion years, the last stars will fade away. The universe will sink into darkness. Only faint whispers of decaying matter will remain. After that begins the era of black holes. They'll consume everything, and eventually, through Hawking radiation, they'll evaporate too. When the last black hole disappears, there will be nothing left to see or to say. The universe will reach heat death, where all temperatures are equal, energy can no longer do work, and time itself loses meaning. But maybe that's not truly the end. Perhaps our universe is just one in an endless cycle. Every Big Bang the result of a previous big crunch. And maybe right now, somewhere out there, a new universe is being born. A universe where someone else is asking these very same questions. We are just a fleeting moment in between. But this moment gives the entire universe its meaning. Every atom in our body was once forged inside a dying star. When we look at the night sky, we're actually looking into the past. The light we see might have left its star millions of years ago. In a way, we live among the memories of light. And now when we ask, how will the universe end? Maybe the answer is simple. The end is just a change and a new form of existence. Maybe the universe doesn't die, it just transforms. And perhaps someday, somewhere in the distant future, we, or something like us, when it will awaken again. The universe began with endless light. And maybe, even in the dark, some light still waits. What do you think? Will the universe truly end or merely fall asleep? Share your thoughts. Maybe your answer will spark the next story.